Kobe Snacks Mills in the building.
I wasn't even thinking about me being on the show. I wanted to produce something for them.
Cool celebrity. Like if I went to the mall and stuff, people are like, oh,
The thing was, I didn't even know that anybody ever thought I was ugly.
We look like twins almost.
Okay.
She really wouldn't be able
Covering any more subjects related. So that's why you got the raw reaction. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. Hey guys, welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I'm back with another video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys be sure to like this video on your way in. Give me all the thumbs up. Be sure to share the video when it's over with. But most importantly, please subscribe to the channel. So it's Friday night. And I thought I would come on and, you know, just give y'all some thoughts on what's been going on out here. Child, they've been cutting up out here in these streets. You got Blue Ivy drinking out of Grammy cups. Child, Beyonce and Jay-Z is just going to push this girl to be somebody. Okay, they're going to push her to be somebody. I don't give a damn if she just whispering on the song. If she just show her face on the song, they're going to make sure that their daughter is somebody. Okay, I'm about tired of that little girl, but we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about Sleepy Joe tripping up the steps of Air Force One. We got Nicki Minaj, her mother. She's suing the man that hit and ran and killed her father. And yeah, we're going to talk about Quavo and Saweetie and cancer culture. And of course, Kirk Franklin and this whole drama with him and his son. So let's jump into it, y'all. I think I'm going to start with Sleepy Joe. So Joe Biden, Joe Biden is out here tripping up the steps to Air Force One. Okay, he I guess he was bored in the plane. And child, we all know that this man is 78 years old. He already his equilibrium is off. And he just couldn't catch his balance. He claimed that it was windy. So that's why, you know, he tripped up the steps. But I think it just got a lot to do with age. Because a 78-year-old white man, they age a lot different than black people, right? So we're going to take a look at Sleepy Joe walking up these goddamn steps. And we're going to figure out, was it the wind or was it Sleepy Joe? Can you guys see it? Look, then he's going to try to dust his shoes off. Then he going to do the little hop. So, look. Look, then he going to get the little pep at the end. Said, I got it. Sleepy Joe, do you guys think that Sleepy Joe is too old to be president? Drop in the comments and let me know. Do y'all think that it was his equilibrium? Do you think that he needs to, you know, eat a banana once or twice a day to get his balance, his equilibrium together, his potassium levels or something? Lynn, what you say? That man just gave us 14. Stimmy me. Stimmy me. We're going to play it again, Sleepy Joe. We want a replay. We want a replay. The people want a replay. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Then he going to look at his shoes. It wasn't the shoes, Joe. Look at it. Look, then he got to do that last little hop. Look, there it goes. He damn near hit his head on the railing. And he got to do that last little hop. Sleepy Joe is too old to be the president of the United States. This man is 78 years old. We didn't have any choice. We didn't have any other choices. I'm just going to call it a spade a spade. This man is old. And we all know that white people age older. They age. He's a 78-year-old white man is a lot different than a 78-year-old black man. Y'all just keep it real and be honest. Y'all know it. 78-year-old black man is a lot different than a 78-year-old white man. So, Joe, I'm going to give you just a little bit of advice. If you eat a banana once or twice a day, my grandmother, she lived to be 103 years old. My great-grandmother, she did not have a day of ailment in her life. She passed away of natural causes, honey. She lived her life up into the end in prayer, in sound mind, sound body. She went upstairs. She changed her clothes one day. She prayed. She told her daughter that she was going upstairs to rest. She went and changed her clothes. She went in the bathroom and laid her head down on the sink, and she passed away soundly, quietly, in peace. And she ate a banana a day. She boiled every piece of sausage, every piece of meat. She boiled it to boil out the salt. So there's a few little things I can tell you, Sleepy Joe. Hit me up in my DMs. I can give you a little bit of advice how you might be able to, you know, get you a little bit healthy. But you got the best team of doctors. Y'all remember when Trump had that goddamn coronavirus? They had him over there at Walter Reed Hospital, and he had a whole goddamn team of physicians for every damn specialty. So y'all need to get Sleepy Joe ass together. He should not be tripping up the Air Force One steps in front of the whole goddamn country after he just gave everybody $1,400. Y'all need to do something about Sleepy Joe. That is too damn much. I'm sick of seeing this damn ailing ass man as the president of the United States. Okay? These damn other countries gonna think that we sleeping because they know that we call him Sleepy Joe. The plainest Jane, she boiled out the salt out of any type of meat, any type of sausage, any type of hot dog, any type of meat product. She boiled it to boil the salt out because she would take the sodium out, the extra salt. She said that it's too much salt. So she would boil everything and boil out the salt. That's what she said. And that's what she was doing, honey. She lived to be 103 years old. She passed away the year before last. So, yeah, she has some secrets. And it was just a lot of healthy living. She never smoked. She never drank alcohol. And, yeah, she lived to be 103. Your grandma still boil meat, Christina? That's an old school trick, yes. So, Sleepy Joe, we suggest that you boil your meat, and we suggest that you eat a banana a day. My grandma said that the banana a day keeps your equilibrium on point. Okay? Taken from a 103-year-old black woman that lived through segregation. She still was calling black people colored people when she passed away. That's how old my grandmother was, honey. Lima beans, fresh bread, all of that. So some of y'all is missing them type of grandmothers with that type of wisdom, honey. They can give you some wisdom about your health. So Sleepy Joe, you got Kamala Harris. Y'all claim that she's a black woman. So see if she can, you know, go down in her history somewhere and get some of them old black women that got them old black remedies and them old black recipes that might be able to help you with this damn equilibrium problem. Because tripping up them damn Air Force One steps is not the way to do it in front of the whole goddamn country. I'm sick of you. Sick of you. Y'all drop in the comments and let me know if you think that Joe is just old, or you really think it was the wind? Let me know what you think about that. I think it was he tripped. There's no way that was just an accident. He tripped. It wasn't the wind. He tripped. Period. Now, Little Miss Thing out here, Miss Blue Ivy Carter, I guess she done won a goddamn Grammy. I guess she has won a Grammy for whatever song she was on with her mother, Brown Skin Girls. I'm assuming that's what it is. And she was seen sipping, I guess it's a sippy cup. They done made the Grammy out of a sippy cup. They done made it a sippy cup. And, you know, because she is the princess of Bay and J, that she can sip her juice out of her Grammy. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what talent this little girl has. I'm just going to keep it real. I love all little black girls. I love all of our children. And I think it's great that she is active, you know, in Beyonce's career. But it just seems to me that she's placed. It's like they just place her in position. I don't see anything that she actually sang. I think it was just little words that she might have uttered. I mean, I really didn't hear her carry a tune. So, again, they placed this little girl in position to be the youngest person to win a Grammy. Or I thought Michael Jackson, wasn't he with the Jackson 5? Wasn't he winning Grammys when he was little? So he actually had some type of talent. He actually was dancing. He actually was singing. This girl is, to me, she's not even really talented. She don't even have no rhythm. Every time I see her in these little documentaries that Beyonce is doing, she can barely dance. She can barely stand up. She be looking like she be tripping, and she just looks like she's placed. She just looks like she's one of those privileged kids, like when she was at wherever they were, and they were bidding on the pictures and the art or whatever. She just seemed like she was doing the I was like, okay, what are you doing? I mean, you guys want to just like everything is yay, yay, kids, you know, it's cute. No, there's no talent. I don't see any talent in this little girl. I don't see what it is that she's doing that is so outstanding that she needed to win a Grammy. Like, the song might have won a Grammy. Your mother might have won a Grammy. But what did she do that actually was cause for her to win a Grammy? It's like one of those things where you were on the team, you participated, and they gave you a trophy. Whether you were a star or what, they just gave you a trophy. To me, the little girl is not talented. She don't got no rhythm. She doesn't even really carry a note. Brown skin girls, it's just like pills. Like, that's what it sounded like to me. Like a little, you know, brown skin girls, it's just like pills. That's what it sounded like to me. It didn't sound like a, you know, brown skin girls. It didn't sound like it just, yeah. I'm Blue Ivy Carter. I can do whatever, 'cause my mom is Beyonce. That's what it seemed like to me. And I don't see what she did that she needed to win a Grammy. And then it's a little bit too much to be pictured with a crown on your head and you're sipping juice, or you're appearing to be drinking out of it as if to diminish, you know, oh, I want a Grammy. Like, people like lived their whole life to have these careers to win Grammys. Like, and you just diminishing the value of it by drinking out of it. Like, there's people that really, you know, always dreamt of being an artist and winning a Grammy. So for you guys to think that that's cute, I don't think it's cute. I don't. So y'all drop in the comments, let me know what you think about that, because I don't think she did anything that warranted winning a Grammy. Your mother is Beyonce and your father is Jay-Z. That's it. Period. And I don't care who is upset, because I'm telling the truth. Y'all gonna raise these children to not have any real type of disappointment, or because you guys just want to give yay, yay, yay. They have to learn in life that everything is not about winning, that you actually need to have some damn talent. Just giving out Grammys like they're, you know, trophies for playing flag football. You really should have had some damn talent. Like, come on. Y'all tripping. Period. So I really don't care what people think. Oh, she's a kid. Oh, Sweet Pea. No, it's the truth. Period. It's the truth. All right. We got to talk about cancel culture. Give me 1 second. I got to blow my nose, child. Y'all know I got to blow my nose. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. A second. Snacks Meals in the building.
I wasn't even thinking about me being on the show. I wanted to produce something for them.
Celebrity. Like if I went to the mall and stuff, people are like, oh,
The thing was, I didn't even know that anybody ever thought I was ugly.
We look like twins almost.
Okay.
She really wouldn't be able
Covering any more subjects related. So that's why you got the raw reaction. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. All right, guys, I'm back. That was a brief intermission. I had to get my notes. You know what? I do have a humidifier. I have been doing everything that you guys have suggested, but it's just not working. And then when I get around these lights and everything, the dust, it just makes it worse. So thank you for waiting. Thank you for bearing with me. Now, cancel culture. Is it right or wrong? Okay, so where people are basically saying that cancel culture, and I think it came about with this whole Kirk Franklin thing, which we're going to be talking about as well. You know, where it's like celebrities or people that are in the public eye or people that carry some type of weight, you know, when it's found out that they've done something that is not pleasing, you know, maybe won't be perceived as being pleasing to the public, that they're automatically canceled. You know, you put them on blast on the internet, you put them on blast on Instagram, Twitter, wherever, and it's like, boom, now they're canceled. You know, they're losing followers, they're losing subscribers, they're losing money, their revenue, because streaming, all of. Let me tell you guys, this society and culture that we're living in now is very oversensitive. It's very over, everything is, you're just hypersensitive. Every little word, every little thought is scrutinized. Things that you have done 10 years ago, 15 years ago, might be bought out on your Twitter, might be bought out on your Facebook, and you may be ostracized for it nowadays. Or you may say something that might be a joke, and it may not be taken as a joke because people are so sensitive these days. And now people are ready to cancel you. People are ready to unsubscribe. They're ready to unfollow. They don't want to mess with you. And they tell everybody else, get rid of them. They're done. They're done. People going to jail for things that, you know, they done did years and years ago. You know, they're being outed for situations that may have been accepted, but now all of a sudden it's being bought out. Well, to me, I think that a lot of this has to do with us, because we want to be so sensitive about things that other people do. But when we do something, we want people to make an exception, or we want people will understand how bad cancel culture is when it hits home. When you're so quick to just write people off, people are not allowed to make mistakes anymore. People aren't allowed, you know, everything has to be like, you know, you live perfect. And it's because of social media. It's because Instagram, Facebook, everything that is perceived over the airways, it's perceived as being your real life. People look at your Instagram, they look at your social media feeds, and they think they know you based off of what they see. So they judge social media and they equate that with real life. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I thought I heard. Oh, sorry, you guys. And they equate that with real life. So they think that, you know, I can just say cancel you, and they don't even care that you're living a real life. They don't care that it's going to affect your monetary, that it's going to affect your revenue, that it's going to affect your actual life. They don't care what it's going to do. All they say is cancel, get rid of them. They shouldn't be having nothing. Cancel, get rid of them. But people have to start putting themselves in other people's shoes. Would you want somebody to just cancel you over something that you may have done when you were young, when you didn't know any better, or, you know, maybe at a time where you were making a mistake with something, or you were ill-informed about something? Would you want somebody to just cut you off? Or would you want a second chance or a third chance or whatever? It's just like now people are so hard on people, and they're just like, done with you, you fucked up, get out of here. It's no room for error. It's no room for any type of, you know, forgiveness in people's heart now. People are just so cruel. They're just so quick to judge, and they're just so quick to say, get rid of them. I think, and I really think that this cancel culture is really going to have a harsh effect on society, because everything that people do is scrutinized and people are going to start being fake. It's like you're not going to get the real emotions of people. You're not going to get the real raw reactions, what people think, because they're going to be so busy worrying about impressing or saying the right thing. It's like everything people just want, like I said in my previous video, people have itching ears and they want to hear what they want to hear. They no longer want to hear sound doctrine. They don't want to hear the truth. They just want to be petted up. They want to be stroked. They want to be, inflated. They just want, you just tell me all things good. So this cancel culture is going to bring about people not really telling the truth, people not really saying what is really real. Just like that shit with this Blue Ivy, giving her a damn Grammy for what? It's like, that's not good. You have to really let people know what really is real. You got to tell that little girl, you don't have no rhythm. You need to get some rhythm. We need to help you get some rhythm. We need to help you learn how to sing. We need to do this. We need to do that. Instead of saying, yes, she's good, Grammy and all that, knowing damn well she did not deserve that. So, yeah, we got to really start taking a look at where our society is going and where this cancel culture, where it's going. Now, I get where it's things where people may have said some racial things, or they may have said stuff that was detrimental to groups of people, and then you find out about it, and it's made public, and then it's like, well, shit, they feel like this about people, then we shouldn't go patronize the stores, or we shouldn't go do this, or we shouldn't go do that. But it's like, how often have you said something that you thought might have been private and you didn't think it was ever going to get leaked? What if things that you've said get leaked and you lose your job, or you lose something that you have that you worked hard for over something that you may have said in a heat of an argument or a heat of a moment? Not something that was like totally, it's like you want a society where people are just saying yay, yay, yay all the time. People are just saying what you want to hear. I don't want that. I want people to tell me the truth. Sweet Pea, I don't know what you was talking about tonight, girl, but I didn't like that show. Y'all are so quick to be in the comments. Y'all tell me. I done been cussed out and been called all the time. But I would rather that, so that I know what I need to go back and fix. I know versus somebody sitting and telling me yes, 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 yes all the time, and I'm thinking that I'm good. And I'm thinking when really it's not. I mean, I've seen people's music, like actually seen their music, their videos that are independent artists, and they really could probably use some critique but you got people in the comments telling them that it's good, telling them that it's a good, when they know damn well that shit sound like trash. We have to start telling people what we really feel and not be afraid to be canceled. I mean, that's the nature of life. You're not going to win all the time. You're not going to be right all the time. You may make a mistake one day and say something that is, was private. But hey, it got leaked. But hey, I said it. But it's a moment. It could be a teachable moment. It could be a moment for someone to explain to me what I said. But cancel? I deserve to be canceled. I deserve to not have nothing. I deserve to lose my business. I deserve to lose my livelihood because I said something that someone else didn't like or someone else deemed inappropriate. No, I think we are going too far. We're just getting too deep into yes, ma'am culture. Yes, yes, yes. And I think that we're going to suffer because of that. So y'all drop in the comments. Let me know what you think about cancel culture. What do you think? So yeah, you guys, it looks like Saweetie and Quavo have called it quits. So I guess after however many years, 3 years or whatever, the couple has broken up. So Saweetie took to her Twitter and she says, "I'm single. I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women." She goes on to say, "I emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom, excited for this new chapter of elevation." So, of course, you know, they're young kids, they're young people, they probably going to be right back together. But, of course, so now here comes Quavo. Of course, he couldn't just let her have that and, you know, go on about her business. Here comes Quavo. "I know you want to make this into a show, so I'll play my part just this one time. I don't normally put my business out there, especially my personal life. I feel the need to address this so there are no false narratives." Boy, you don't want people to think you cheated because you were supposed to be given the Birkin bags. Remember that? "I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best." Let me tell y'all something, Saweetie and Quavo. First of all, don't nobody give a good goddamn if y'all are together or not. I don't give a good and goddamn if you and Saweetie are having issues, if you and Saweetie have broken up. Because Saweetie was just telling us a couple months ago, if your man ain't buying you a Birkin and he ain't paying your bills, he ain't shit. Wasn't you just the same girl that was just telling us this? You was just telling us and trying to make all of us feel as though our men wasn't nothing because they couldn't afford to buy a Birkin bag and they wasn't paying our bills. You remember you, Cardi B, y'all was going back and forth with Miss Lil Money Yaya because she was trying to tell y'all that only a certain amount of Birkin bags can be bought a year. And she was saying, "How is all y'all doing all this with these Birkins?" And you, Saweetie, was saying that Quavo Huncho was that bull. He was the shit. Remember? You had us all thinking that he was the perfect man. Well, first of all, I'm going to tell y'all something about Quavo. I have always thought that he looked like a little old man in a body. He looked like one of them. He just looks funny. He had a funny figure. He shaped funny. His legs is skinny. He looked like one of them, like he's an old man looking in a young person's body. Looked like a old sugar daddy or something. And he just got a little money, so, and the gold grills, and so that's why the girls like him. He's not attractive to me. He's not cute to me, and I didn't even see what she saw in him. She seems like she is more of a glamour girl. Her appearance, how she carry herself, what she wants in life. This girl is college educated. She's smart. She's got a lot going for herself. She did not look like she belonged with Quavo in the first place. She looked like she was too pretty for him. And I believe that because he is the looks that he has, and because he's amigos, that he all over the place doing this, doing that, because they're young, they're on tour, they're doing and they're cheating. So you should have absolutely known that he was not being faithful to you, girl, that he wasn't going to be faithful. I don't care how pretty these girls are. I don't care how much you say you wet like the ocean. You putting them wet signs on your Instagram page. You posting with them long ass fingernails, and you got all that weave, and you doing all that shit that you do, half naked in the videos. You're that it girl. Them boys don't give a damn about none of that. They're rich, they're famous, they're young. They do not want to be tied down. Y'all be trying to tie these boys down. They're too young. They're living life like rock stars. They're in the prime of their life and they are millionaires. What the hell make you think that you would even try to have a 3-year relationship with a young boy that is still in his prime? No, it would never, ever, ever, ever work. You got to wait until you catch them when maybe they're 38, pushing 40. They might be ready to settle down. But in their early 20s, no ma'am. They don't want no long-term relationships. Y'all trying to be booed up and want these men to be faithful. They're too young. You're too young. So I knew that this was going to end. I knew that they was not going to last. What you think, they was going to get married? They're too young. All of these young kids that Meg Thee Stallion with Party and all this, that shit does not last. It's going to break up. It's going to break up quick because they're living fast. They're living life fast. They spending money fast. They blowing weed fast. They buying clothes fast. They buying jewels fast. They're doing all this shit, living a fast life. They want all this abundance, money, flashing cars, flashing money. That shit doesn't last. So what makes you think a relationship is going to last? They want to be entertained. They want to be living for the moment. Having a woman long term, and one woman at that does not go with that lifestyle. So I don't even know why y'all try to do it. I don't know why y'all try to do it. It doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. And then y'all go to Twitter, y'all go on up here, and y'all let everybody know that y'all broke up. And sweetie, you talking about you single on Twitter as if you're going to be accepting, what you going to be accepting a young man that is on Twitter? Why are you letting everybody know? You want Quavo to see it. You want him to feel some type of way. He don't give a damn. So you might as well have kept that shit to yourself. Because to me, quite honestly, you look stupid. You just was out here telling all of us that we need to get us a man that's buying a Birkin. If our man ain't buying a Birkin, he ain't doing shit. You said all of that. And now you're out here talking about, I've been checked out emotionally. He been cheating on me. Women this, women that. Bitch, you was just saying we need to level up and get men that buy Birkin bags. Y'all be thinking that all of this fast living and sex and all that is going to keep a man. If a man wants you, he'll stay. If he don't, he will leave. It doesn't matter how pretty you are, how much hair you got weaved down to your ass, how long you make them fingernails, how sexy you try to be. If a man is young and he want to be a dog, he's going to be a dog. It don't matter. Y'all are too young to be trying to settle down. Y'all need to just live your life, live the fast life, love the money, have a good time, and call it quits. Because trying to have a relationship in front of the whole world, it's not going to work. But see, y'all like doing that. They like to try to take the pictures and show off and try to make us feel like we got to be jealous or something. Like, we need to be lusting after their lifestyle and what they doing and shit. And we supposed to be jealous of it. Child, please. The average everyday man, we will have better luck with than the shit that y'all got to choose from. So y'all go ahead right along and keep living life fast and living life according to Birkin bags. And y'all gonna just keep getting left every time. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Saweetie and Quavo. Quavo's ugly. Period. He's ugly. He's ugly. He looks like an old man. He reminds me of an old man for some reason. He looks weird. The way his body is, he got them little toothpick legs I didn't even see what the two of them had in common. They didn't look, it just looked like Saweetie just wanted to have a boyfriend. She wanted to have a boyfriend. She wanted to have a famous boyfriend. She wanted him because he was with QC. It was the hype. It was the idea of it. And she just didn't want to let it go because she's in that life, you know, the social media, Instagram life. They live it in front of all of us. They've been having issues. They've been having problems. He been cheating from day one. But because they live this damn life in front of us and they don't want to look like their lives are failing or their relationships are failing, they keep living it. When she knows she should have been left his ass. He probably been cheating on her stupid ass. Yeah, I said it. He probably been cheating on her stupid ass. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Now, there has been a lot going on surrounding Kirk Franklin and his son. I got to talk about this because this has been a topic of discussion for, you know, a little minute now this week, and I want to know what everybody thinks about this. Now, there was some leaked audio. This all started where Kirk Franklin's son, he outed this whole cancel culture shit. He outed his father for the language and the abuse that, you know, the verbal assault that he was giving him on the phone. All right. Now, because Kirk Franklin is a gospel singer and the words that he was, the words that he was using to carry on, I guess, you know, carry on was basically like, you're this big superstar. You got the world fooled, but I'm going to show them how you really talk. I'm going to show them how this church-going man and this stomp, today's a new day, but there's no sunshine. Smile. He said, you cussed me out. You called me MFers, da. But now it has gone to another level where there was audio recently leaked on Armand Wiggins' YouTube channel where, and shout out to Armand Wiggins, I did see that, honey, he's in the paper. They done did a little, so Armand broke that story and he played the audio where Carrie Ann was at this hostel in LA, and a hostel is basically like an Airbnb, but it's like, you know, the kids, they rent, I guess they rent per day or something like that, and they all come and go or whatever, and they're all staying in this house. Well, Carrie Ann is her, I was going to play the audio, but I'm like, no, everybody has been playing it. I'm just going to talk about it. So basically, you know, he's heard in the audio going back and forth with the friends, and it seems like they all been drinking or partying or whatever, because there's allegedly, there are rumors circulating that Carrie Ann is into drugs. So it did kind of sound like they all were high, drinking, or they was doing something, because you could tell by the way they were slurring, the way they were talking. And so I guess he was just really not really liked by the kids, the other kids that were there, and you know, they had been talking about him and stuff. And so then they start to play his father's music. So you start to hear, you know, the church music in the background, the Kirk Franklin songs. And so then Carrie Ann gets upset and he says, thank you for playing my molester's music, or something like that. My molester's music. Allegedly alluding to the fact that Kirk Franklin is the person that molested him in his childhood. Now, this is a two-part thing for me. First of all, I don't know why people were so surprised that Kirk Franklin was cussing his son out. Where is it said that church people don't cuss? They're some of the biggest sinners. They're some of the biggest cussers. They will cuss your ass out in a heartbeat. The first lady will cuss your ass out in a heartbeat, especially if she think you sitting down in that front row with your legs open enticing her husband. She will call you all kinds of sluts, demons, Jezebels, bitches, all types of things. The first lady will cuss your ass out. Period. The mother of the church, she will cuss your ass out too. She will call you a young strumpet. She'll call you a young whore. She'll call you a young bitch real quick. The mother of the church. So I don't know why people were surprised that Kirk Franklin was cussing, or that how he was talking to his son. If they have an estranged relationship, like he said, and it's been rocky, the boy is grown. He wasn't talking to a child. This is a grown man. This is not a baby. This is a grown man. So I don't see what the issue was. Again, this is the cancel culture that we're living in, because you guys have an image of what someone is supposed to be. So that means that the image means you're not human. You don't fall victim to the same things that humanity, that everyday people fall victim to. You're perfect. You don't cuss. You don't do none of that, because you are a celebrity. You're a gospel Kirk Franklin person, and everything that we see on Stomp and on, Silver and Gold and all this shit, that's who you are. Forget the fact that you married to Tammy Franklin, and we just heard you a few years back talking about you suffer from sex addiction, and that you pornos and all this, and we can clearly see that you done injected your face with some type of silicone or some type of something to try to look however the fuck you trying to look. So I don't understand where the disconnect came in when you heard him cussing his son out. Kirk Franklin has always been worldly. Everything about him is worldly. His music is worldly. Just because he's doing it under the umbrella of the church, his music is worldly. He's always listening to hip hop. He's always dealing with hip hop artists. He lives a worldly life. He wants to be worldly. He just made his money in the church, and he just knows who his audience is. But when that man go home, he lives as a everyday man. Why you think Steve Harvey came out in defense of him? Steve Harvey came out in defense of him because they are one and the same. They're both the same type of men, where they live this facade. They have this image that the world sees them as this, the world sees them as that. But when they're home, they are totally different men. They're worldly, they cuss, they gamble, they smoke, they drink, all of that. They drink wine, they smoke cigars, they do all of that. Bishop Noel Jones, Kirk Franklin, Dietrich Haddon, all of them, they are all worldly men. This new generation of Christianity with this gospel, it's worldly. It's worldly. So of course they curse. Of course they talk like everyday people. So you guys got to get that shit out your head that Christian people don't have issues. Honey, they are some of the worst. They will cuss your ass out like a sailor. Okay? Period. Now, as far as Kirk Franklin molesting his son, I can't speak on that because I don't know their history. I don't know. I am one of those type of people where I can't speak on that. But to be honest with you, I don't think that he did. I think that when Carry-On was at that hostel and he was talking and going back and forth with those kids, he was saying anything and he was mad and he was just trying to be evil because they were saying that he was evil, that he had a nasty attitude. And I believe he wanted some attention, and I believe he just said that. I don't believe that Kirk Franklin molested him. I really don't. Kirk Franklin doesn't give me those vibes. I mean, I have, always been the type of person where I have pretty good discernment. But Kirk Franklin, I don't get that off him. Now, pornos and all that shit he was doing with his wife, absolutely, I do get that. But I'm just not picking up the vibe that he molested Carry-On. When he was young or something like that. I believe that Carry-On has struggled because he's estranged from his father, and maybe, you know, they have a rocky relationship because, you know, his father is famous. He might not have lived the life that the other children or the stepkids or with the new wife. I think he just always wanted attention from Kirk Franklin. And I think that's where that whole wanting to expose him comes in at. I think that he just wants to ruin him because there is some deep-rooted issues that they have, and it stems with jealousy with the other children, with the other wife, with the new wife, and all of that. I don't think it has anything to do with molestation. I'm serious. Now, I've been a person that has been a victim of molestation, and I just don't pick that up off of him. Now, if he was molested by someone, I think it would be someone else, but I do not think that it was Kirk Franklin. I don't. And, you know, with the people saying that allegedly that he deals in drugs, you know, and he's got some, you know, issues, some emotional issues. He's crying out for attention. He's crying out for love. But I don't think that Kirk Franklin molested his son. I just don't. I don't pick up those type of vibes. So you guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think that Kirk Franklin molested Carry On? I really don't. And Carry On, you are welcome here on the Sweet Pea Diaries. I did send you an invitation to come and tell your story. My platform is always open for any victim, any person that wants to tell their story and that wants to set the record straight. Because your dad ran on the Tamron Hall show, honey, to try to tell his side of things. And I don't know what you did that for, Kirk, because you don't owe us shit. If you wanted to cuss your son out, that's your business. Because I'm liable. Honey, I was right in the middle about to cuss one of my kids out just now when I was doing my video. Y'all see me look like, what was that? So we all get in our kids, you know, discipline, and we might verbally say some things. But I don't think that Kirk Franklin has did that much where people need to cancel him out or people need to judge him because he was cussing and he was talking. Those was two men, as far as I'm concerned, those was two men having a heated debate because that boy is not a baby. That is a grown-ass man. Now, that lie that you told Kirk about calling the therapist, absolutely not. No, sir, you know your ass did not call no family therapist in the middle of no damn argument, so you could cut that lie out right there. That's the only thing that you got me with is the lie that you tried to say that you called, you know, I called the therapist. He didn't play that part of the... No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not call no therapist in the middle of a heated argument. Now, you can stop that shit. That was the only thing that I didn't agree with. I said, now, what black man, after he just got calling somebody a motherfucking, I'm a motherfucking, you stopped and called the therapist. That's what you want us to believe. Not the I stopped in the middle of an argument and called the therapist lie. No, sir. No, you didn't. You can stop. You are not going to get away with that one. You did not call a therapist. Now, y'all know Kirk ain't call no goddamn therapist. So, there may be, you know, there's some family drama and there's some family issues going on, but I do not think that Kirk Franklin molested him. I just don't. It doesn't give me that. It's not giving that. I'm not feeling that. No, I don't. So, y'all let me know what you think. Do you think that Carry On, you know, was molested by Kirk Franklin? I don't. All right, up next we got Nicki Minaj and her mother. So, we know recently that Nicki Minaj's father was run over by a man. And left for dead, basically. Her father was jogging, you know, in the middle of the day, and a man by the name of Charles Polovich he ran over Nicki Minaj's father. So Nicki Minaj's mother is suing this man. He is, actually, being brought up on charges of reckless endangerment. And, I don't even know if it's vehicular homicide. I don't even know at this point. But I know that she is suing him and she's seeking $150 million. Where she thinks she's going to get $150 million out of some white civilian, I don't know. Maybe this man got some type of money. But she is represented by Ben Crump. And I guess Ben Crump only takes celebrity cases, honey, because when I was trying to sue the Zeus Network, I reached out to Ben Crump and I said I was being racially profiled by the Zeus Network, honey. The Benjamin Crump secretary said your case does not qualify for anything that we do over here. I guess I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough celebrity status. But honey, I was trying to get Ben Crump. Because the Zeus Network was not going to take down your girl's channel, okay? But anyway, Nicki Minaj's mother is suing this man. Basically, he ran over Nicki Minaj's father while he was jogging in the middle of the day. He ran him over. He got out the car and looked at him, got back in, and left the man for dead. Okay? Now, I bet you his ass did not know that this was going to come back and haunt him, that this ended up being Nicki Minaj's father. Out of all the people he could have hit and ran on that day, it was Nicki Minaj's father. Now, ain't that some shit? How would it just happen to be that you ran over Nicki Minaj's father and you hit and ran and you left and now you're being sued? You're probably going to jail. They probably going to charge your ass in vehicular homicide. But this reminds me of another case of a celebrity. Young Miami's mother actually also did this. She's in jail right now. I remember I did a video on that. I don't know what's going on with these celebrities and, their parents being involved in either accidents or, situations. But actually, Young Miami's mom actually ran over someone while she was trying to shoplift Juicy Couture purses, Michael Kors bags from Bloomingdale's or Macy's or something like that. She was with a co-conspirator. He went and got the car. He ran, almost hit her. She was on the hood of the car as they sped out of the parking lot. And they actually ran and crashed into a grandmother of, grandchildren that was coming home from work. They killed her. And that was a vehicular homicide as well. But Young Miami bought her mom a G-Wagon for Christmas because she's coming home off of this vehicular murder, homicide, manslaughter charge, or whatever. She was supposed to have been got out, but she's just now getting out. But this is the same thing. This man ran over Nicki Minaj's father, kept on going. And yeah, the mom is charging him, suing him for $150,000. I don't know if they're going to get $150,000, but I'm wondering, why is the mom suing? Why isn't Nicki Minaj suing? Why is the mother doing it? I don't even think she was still with the father. And that's the thing too. That's like one of those things that reminds me of, I got an insurance policy on his ass. I ain't with but I got insurance. I don't even know, are they still together? Were they still together? Were they estranged? Were they separated? Because I've never really heard that her parents were together. So, I mean, yeah, she's suing for $150 million. But were they even together? If anybody knows the answer to that question, let me know in the chat. Was Nicki Minaj's mother and her father together? Because I don't even know. But it's just like I said. It's just like, what women do. They make sure they have an insurance policy. They may not be with that man, but they got an insurance policy, honey. Because if something, Lord forbid, happens, they're going to make sure they cash in on that policy. So Nicki Minaj's mom said, honey, I'm coming for your ass. That was, I hear that. They were married but not still together. So see, it's one of those instances where they still legally married, and she's probably got all types of policies and all of that, honey. You know, and she said, I'm still legally, that is still legally my husband. So I'm going to get every financial benefit that I can get. I don't blame you, child, because I would have did the same damn thing. I would have did the same damn thing. I'm coming for your ass. You killed my husband. And that man deserves every bit of punishment and consequence. How do you strike someone with your car? That's the white privilege of it all. I just hit a black man with my car. I get out, I look up, and I keep going. I don't even call 911. I don't call anybody. I just get back in my car. I just leave. And look how God do. It's Nicki Minaj, a superstar. You killed a superstar's father. Now, I'm not laughing at the death. Please, do not get it twisted. I'm not laughing at the death. But it's just ironic that you would hit, of all people you would hit, it is Nicki Minaj's father. You didn't have a good day that day. Just got up, the privilege, you know. I just struck the man with my car. I don't care. I don't check. I don't call anybody. I just leave the scene of the accident. So yeah, he deserves every bit of whatever they do. He deserves every bit of punishment. Every bit of punishment. It was callous. It was heartless. Like, his life didn't mean anything, you know. I just hit him and I'm gone. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, you guys, I just want to take the time to, now I have actually come to the end of my show, and there are a couple of channels that I wanted to highlight tonight. There are actually 2 small YouTube channels that I have been looking out and, you know, watching a couple things, and I wanted to show them some love on my platform this evening. So if you are watching, and I did see that there is one of them are in the chat. She is there, so we're going to call her out first. She is a young lady, but her YouTube channel is called Fresh Eats LLC TV. It is a cooking YouTube channel. Shout out to Fresh Eats LLC. You guys go over there and show her some love. Her content is amazing. Her content is amazing. Okay? It is amazing. She has excellent content. Okay? The YouTube channel, again, it is called Fresh Eats LLC TV. She does a cooking show. She shows all types of recipes, and it is so cute. Her content is absolutely adorable. So go over there and tell her that the Sweet Pea Diaries sent you. Show her some love in the comments. She is absolutely wonderful. And when I don't just highlight people's channels, okay? She actually does deserve it. Her content is excellent. Her editing is great, and she is going to do well. So shout out to Fresh Eats LLC on the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys go on over there and show her some love. And we also have one more content creator that I wanted to shout out. This is a another small YouTube channel, and they are actually doing a reality show out of Virginia, and they are called Real Women of RVA. Okay, they are also on YouTube, and they are doing a reality series. I watched their first season. It was okay, you know. As a review, I would say that it is a group of women, a group of black women in Richmond, Virginia. And, you know, they just showing us the lives that they live. You know, they are coming up. They're up and coming. So, you know, you guys be kind because, you know, editing and trying to direct and all that, it's a lot. But I give them a shout out. I give them kudos to anyone that is chasing their dreams and trying to make it happen. So shout out to Real Women of RVA. Go over there and check out their channel as well and tell them that the Sweet Pea Diaries sent you. Okay? So yes, you guys be sure to subscribe to the channel. All of the new people that have been showing me love in the comments, that have been subscribing, the channel is growing. I am so thankful to each and every one of you. We have upcoming interviews that are going to be loaded over the weekend. We have Nia Riley. She will be coming. We have been trying to get Nia Riley on this show since late December, early January. So I don't want to hear shit about people saying, oh, you got her after Tasha. We have been shouted out, Nia, and we've been reached out. She's just now getting back, so we will be having her show as well. That will be playing. And we will be speaking with Lunel tomorrow, and that will be premiering on Sunday. So your girl is out here working. And I do have another surprise, but I'm going to save that one to tomorrow. Okay? So y'all go on over there. Check out Fresh Eats. Check out the Real Housewives of RVA. I love you guys. I'm out. Bye.